Good evening. Welcome to the nation's capital at SportsCenter. I'm Scott Van Pelt. Busy night in the playoffs. Full coverage as the Knicks win Game 2. We will visit with Josh Hart, Tim Legler, and Brian Windhorst from the Garden. Also highlights from the Canadiens and Hurricanes Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Montreal comes out flying there. We begin in the Garden. Game 2, New York, New York. Big city of dreams. The Cavs allowed that huge lead in Game 1 to evaporate. They might look back on that with great disdain. They're up by 5 early. Karl-Anthony Towns on the drive. And again, bullying his way through the contact from Jared Allen. And it's a 1-point deficit. Cavs down 1. Evan Mobley has ball fake and nasty baseline left-hand flush. He had 10 in the first quarter. Cavs lead by 1. And Cleveland started out shooting well from deep. 5 of their first 10, including this one from Donovan Mitchell. They then went 4 of 25 from 3 the rest of the way, and that was problematic. We're now tied off the miss from Jalen Brunson. Mitchell Robinson there with the putback. And now this was a giant storyline in the game. Josh Hart, they're going to let him have that one, and he would make Cleveland pay. Hart again on the wide open look. Brunson with a good feed. He buries that, and the Knicks lead by 4 at halftime. Cavs down 3. There's one of those misses from 3. Woo-woo-woo! Hart in transition pushes the lead to 5. More comfortable evening in the Garden than it was when they had to come flying back in the fourth. Game 1. The run adds another bucket on a Brunson turnaround in the lane. Mobley has it poked away. Hart finds Mikal Bridges. And
Timothy Chalamet.
Let's add to the run. Hart again. What a night he had. It's 14 straight. It would cap off with an 18-0 run. Hart again, a clean look. All 3 of these. That's the longest unanswered scoring run this postseason for the Knicks, and they are comfortably ahead. Although you never know in this league. Here, a little sloppy with the basketball, careless. Jalen Tyson, screen, roll, good feed. And it's a 7-point game. 10-point game. Floater from Mitchell, who had 26. It's back to 8. Knicks ahead by 10. Good ball movement, and it's Bridges. Little hockey assist, if you will. The lead's back to 13. Brunson gets away with a little shoulder shove on Harden, and the lead grows. Under 5 to go. Again, they're up double digits. And it's Hart spinning with the shot clock winding down. That kind of night for him. 26, a standing ovation. And the Garden is doing a little arithmetic. Well, Cleveland will have something to say about that. They've been excellent at home, but they're going to need to do their work in a hurry. Pleasure to be joined after a playoff career high 26 by Josh Hart. And Josh, on the floor with Lisa Salters, you shared that you're rooted in your faith and you pray for humility. So I appreciate that you're not here to pound your chest and talk about what you did. But I'm interested in what's most satisfying about the role you played in this second win in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know. I think for me, I think I said it with Lisa. I think I started 0 for 3 from 3, and I knew they were going to continue to leave me open. And I had 2 choices to stop shooting or to keep shooting and watch them go in. And I did the latter, and I was proud of that.
When a shooter sees the ball go through the bucket, when the Garden starts roaring the way it does, how do you best describe what that feels like and how hard it is not to heat check a step across half court?
Yeah, I don't think you got to worry about me heat checking a step across half court. But man, this place is special. You get into that mode. You see the ball go in a couple of times. For me, I just kind of black out and I just play the game like I'm a little kid in the park and like I've been doing it for years. I just kind of have fun with it.
Speaking of the Garden, we see the legends, right? When I was on your podcast with you and Jalen, we talked about some old-time hoop guys, and there's legends, right? And whether it's Bernard or Walt Clyde or Patrick, I could keep going. But what's been the message of the old guard, the guys that have done it, to this group as you inch closer to the ultimate goal?
Just keep working, keep fighting, never be satisfied. This is a special place. It's the only place that has their alumni out here, showing up every playoff game. So they're just talking to us, making sure we have our eye on the ultimate goal and keep pushing us.
I appreciate that. I'm asking this sincerely because, each win gets you closer, but the goal's still not realized, as the late, great Kobe Bryant said. Job's not finished. How much fun can you allow it to be, right? Like each night like this, I have to think it's fun, but maybe not. It looks like you're shaking your head.
Yeah, I mean, right now, we want our fans, our supporters to have as much fun as they possibly can during this run. But for us, we got to be locked in. Once you start getting happy and satisfied, that's when things turn. So we know this team just came down from a comeback from being down 2-0. And, they just did it. So we got to make sure we come in with a sense of urgency and desperation and can't be satisfied with it.
Understood. All right, let's get to the most important thing on the way out, your golf game. You told me before we started you haven't played in a while. I mean, if you leave those clubs in the closet until late June, you still got all summer to play. So is that the game plan? Wait till late June to finally get out there?
Yeah, man, late June, my wife and I were going to go to Bordeaux. So I'm going to have some wine first. And then after that, I told her I need at least 1 or 2, golf days a week. So I can't wait, but we're going to push it off as far as we can.
Understood. I would suggest the golf before the wine, but you do what you want to do. Josh, congrats on a phenomenal night tonight, and appreciate you sharing some time, all right?
Thanks, my guy. Have a good one.
9 consecutive victories for the Knicks, which extends their postseason franchise record. Third time to go on a 9-game winning streak during a postseason run. 11 of the previous dozen would make the NBA Finals, and 7 of those won the title. But they still have 2 more games to win before they can even play for the title. That means Cleveland and Kenny Atkinson are on the wrong side of a 2-0 playoff ledger.
We need to get our legs under us, quite honestly. We know their rest advantage, so getting home always helps with that. But definitely probably didn't have the juice tonight that we needed to, which is kind of, it's going to hit it sometime.
Offensively, I'm not worried at all. We did a really good job getting to the paint, trying to find guys, and that's why our assist total was low. It's just because we couldn't make shots. So nothing to hang our head about. They protected home court, and we've seen this before, so we got to go get game 3.
You guys have obviously played a lot of basketball over the last month. How much do you think we keep?
We're not tired. We're not tired. We're ready to go for game 3. It would have been great to steal 2. That was the idea. We had an opportunity to, and we didn't. So go home for game 3 and protect home court like we have been.
Brian Windhorst joins us from the Garden, where the stars are out. It only is getting more blinding in terms of the assemblage